never stops. So I never stop.
Glad she held on the way in.
Cross Buttercup.
We'll see about the way out.
And you have all your limbs. Exceeding expectations again, I see.
All right, Jeannie, we got the goods. Hey, where's Abby?
Yeah. About that.
I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. Where is my daughter?
She took off. It wasn't my fault. I swear, Antonio, she just left.
Why on earth would she do that? Her life's in jeopardy, for God's sake.
She said she needed to be alone. That this is a mistake.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did she say where she went?
Sorta. She said she went to the place where she met her real father.
Kids and their dramatics. We need to go find her then. Yes, genius, I am, and I'm pretty sure I know where it is. It's where she first saw me whack a poor fool on the job. Hard to keep a calendar in times like this, but she was still a kid at the time. Fella owed the family caps for some blood he never paid for. He never came up with a cap, so we wasted him. I wasted him. I guess you could say it was Abby's first lesson in what happens to an addict at the end of the line. You and me both, kid. It's completely irrational, I know. She's probably just being a drama queen. You know how teenagers are. Well, she's 20, but that's just a teenager with an extra year. Agreed. Let's go! Abby! There you are!
I was hoping you wouldn't find me.
Devil's blood went towards running the city.
Could you talk some sense into her?
Please, just leave me alone. It's best for everyone involved if you just leave me alone.
Abby! What the hell's gotten into you? We got the sample. You need to come back to the lab.
Why even bother with it? Is there even a point to this antidote?
What are you talking about?
Do you even remember what happened here, Dad? You wasted a guy on blood because he didn't pay up. What even sets me apart from him? Why does he get a bullet to the head and I get an antidote?
Abby, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna just let you die over something that happened 14 years ago. We can't just let her walk away.
How? I mean, it's not like we were locked inside. I told Jean I needed to be alone to think about things. She's totally tweaked out all the time. It's not like she'd put up a fight. I've wanted to put my feelings into words for years, but never thought I'd find the right opportunity. I don't know how to reach you. It's like I'm the unstoppable force and you're the immovable object. You just won't move. I could mold myself into the perfect daughter, play the right cards, but it wouldn't even matter because you'll never change. Maybe I started taking blood to get you to look at me again, but now it's the only thing that makes me feel a little less empty. So you can take that antidote and give it to someone who really deserves it. Someone who has people who love them and can make something of their life. You can have your family, Dad. You already chose the one you wanted, and they even betrayed you in the end. You'll never see me again.
Abby! Abby! Wait! We gotta do something. We gotta find her. You need to go after her. How could it be too late? Fuck! How was I so blind to it? Just go. There's not more we can do here. Tell Jean. We won't be coming back.
Oh, it's you. Did you? Wait. Where's Antonio and Abby? Did you find her? What? I don't understand. Were the cravings too strong? This is just... I mean, it's just very hard to take in. I can only imagine she's gonna keep using blood, but that only ever ends up one way. What? You asking me? I don't know how anything turns out anyway. The one thing I do know is what blood does to you. How it takes you to another place. A wonderful place. Why would anyone want to come down from there? There's no point in anything if you do. Especially not if no one cares about you. So, for Abby, I guess she had enough of the pain. Right? You mean Vinny? Oh, he's gonna be heartbroken. Seems to really care about her. But them's the breaks, huh? Look, I gotta get back to cooking blood. Get out of here before you and me get in trouble. You should hurry. Think of all that pure blood being wasted.
Well, no need to roll out the red carpet for us, but we're back.
Where is Abigail? Where is my daughter? Antonio?
Why don't you ask our friend here where she went?
Well, is my sister okay? What the hell happened? Please tell me she's all right. What? That can't be.
We don't know if she's dead. Soon to be dead. Or getting hopped up on a new supply.
You mean she's on her own out there?
This can't be. We're going to rebuild. Have a happy family again.
I can't believe this. I should have been there. Maybe I can still do something. get the vertibird and...
Attention, citizens. Nuclear
Where would I
strike
find her?
imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
I guess. If that's the choice she's making. We did everything we could. Didn't we?
So that's it, then. We're letting Abigail run off to get strung out in casino corner alleys for the rest of her life. What kind of family are we?
You're gonna have to believe that I did everything I could. All right, Evelyn?
Abby is stronger than she knows. Even if she's on her own, she'll get through this. She has to.
She'll learn her lesson one way or another.
Oh, God. My Abigail. Oh, poor sweet girl.
Hey, Mom. I'm here. I'm staying here. We'll get through this together. I guess this is it. Thanks for doing what you could. You took the time to try and help us. A lot of time. That's more than anyone's done for me in a while. I just hope my sister finds the same type of kindness out there. That's all any of us can hope for now.
Don't you have other lives to ruin?
Nothing's ever simple.
The wayward. More like the bedraggled. I don't want their business anyway.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
Bet you. If you need something, try Vin. He likes all that gooey stuff like helping
No
and
shopping
kindness.
supplies, not even a convenience store. And the way these Appalachians decorate their vending machines, just a travesty.
Ah, look at you, you little loan shark. Chasing me up on my debts, I see. Well, prepare to be disappointed. It was a classic case of my eyes being bigger in my stomach, or rather, bigger than my wallet. Selling blood outside of AC yields no results. So yes, neither of us is making a profit off this one. But that's how it goes sometimes. Huh. Yeah, very funny. Did you learn that one at the boardwalk? If you're asking if it feels nice not to have to pretend anymore, yeah. Yeah, it does. Had to do a lot of research on dementia in order to properly mimic its symptoms. Just thinking about having it for real gives me the shakes. How do you think I'm holding up? My own daughter just wrote me out of her life like an extra in a movie. And then you're gonna stand there all high and mighty and ask me how I'm doing? Like you don't know already?
How would things
Like-
be different with a normal family?
Like... Sorry, kid. My emotions get the best of me there. Not used to that. Just got a lot of regrets right now. Let's leave it at that.
Another broken nail. I'm not cut out for all this manual labor.
Oh boy, my favorite.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
Yes and no. I don't have any plans of heading back to AC. No, sir, I'm comfortable right here in Nowheresville. technically not on the run, but if I did show up in AC, you can bet Concerta or whoever bests her would put me down like a yellow dog behind a shed.
Where is everybody? Does no one want to drink in these godforsaken hills? To dance? Split ends and no hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating.
Nothing's ever simple.
Don't you have other lives to ruin? What's the rumpus?
Oh, another broken nail. I'm not cut out for all this manual labor.
And what might those be? Do you really have to ask? No! I haven't heard anything from her. Next question. I feel like a teenager again. Well, a teenager with crow's feet and frown lines. Sometimes it's easy to lose the spark in a marriage, you know? The passage of time, raising kids, living in a deadly, unforgiving wasteland. These things cause stress and drive people apart. But we're planning date nights again.
Do this, do that.
Research, kid. A lot of it. I had to be a bit of a compelling actor as well. Of course, some people were eager to see me gone, so accepting the infirmity of my mind was quite easy for them. It meant I'd be out of the picture, and they could have what was mine. What riveting dialogue awaits me now? Oh boy, my favorite. Chaos, probably. Not like I give a damn anymore. La Cosa Nostra. Fair. It was like La Mia Cosa all along, you understand? And now that they ice me out, I'm done. I don't care who takes the reins now. Concerta, Fabio, some other wise guy, doesn't matter. I hope it all burns. Q wouldn't have wanted this. Sure I do. Sure as the sun rises and falls, but life's always changing, kid. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worst. There's highs and lows. And right now, I'm stuck in a long low.
wish just once we could keep it together.
Oh, joy. Yeah, try not to get clipped.
I have far too much time for idle chatter. Tell me something interesting.
Nothing's ever simple.
Ugh, if we must. Rehashing old news is so humdrum. That seems to be the verdict. I had no idea Antonio was the root of the blood trade. Too crafty for his own good, the kind of devil. Reminds me of the slick young gentleman I fell in love with.
This, do that.
Against all rational insights, mind you. Perhaps we need a reminder of those days. A glass of wine by the fire. A perilous dance into the night. Maybe I can surprise him. Not that I need one anymore. It was childish to hold on to the past. When an act goes stale, you just put on a new one. These lifeless hills have potential yet. We may need to dig deep to find it. Very deep. If you must be reminded, the showman found out my act was fake.
Nothing's
Fake
ever
in the sense that I had a lifeline attached. I wasn't going to fall to my death so the sadist in the audience could get off on the thrill. Give them the fantasy, certainly. That's what performance is about. What difference does it make to them if it's real, so long as they believe it is? The showmen disagree on that point.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
The show you crashed. I haven't forgotten how my chance at the spotlight was denied. Not that I need one anymore. It was childish to hold on to the past. When an act goes stale, you just put on a new one. These lifeless hills
10
have
seconds to take it.
potential yet. We may need to dig deep to find it. Very deep. What would you like me to say? I've moved on and everything's peachy. My daughter is out there doing God knows what. Hopped up on the literal blood of the devil.
Do this, do that.
Who knows if she's even still alive? There's only so much you can do when someone refuses to be helped. Even if it is your little girl. Something new and exciting, I hope. Business? What business? So far, you're the only living thing that's walked in here without trying to kill us.
With normal family.
Vincenzo thinks the venture was misguided. Folksy dive bars like the Wayward get more business in a place like this. Well, I say the audience doesn't know what it's missing. Give it time and advertisements, they'll come. I hope this isn't some attempt at counseling. Our American dream didn't work out exactly as
I
planned.
wish just once we could
Sue
keep it
me
together.
for it. They say it's life's most difficult and most rewarding endeavor. They are most certainly right on the former. But I sometimes think about where I would be if I hadn't said yes. If I hadn't thrown caution to the wind. If I hadn't stuck around to raise little Vincenzo.
Do this, do that.
And then Abigail. It feels like a string of reckless coincidences, but those were choices I made, choices I wanted. In the end, life is much more vibrant with them around, don't you think?
How would things be different with a normal family?
Here we go. You help out with a few things and now you think you're part of the family? You
10
have
seconds to
no
take it.
right to speak for Vincenzo. If my son has grievances, he can take them up with me personally. It's very frankly none of your business. What in heaven's name would make him think that? I'm his mother! And besides, accepting critique is a crucial part of my job. Never mind the time I burned down the curtains at that awful theater. It's the owner's fault for dismissing my talent. And that phony news company, they deserve to have their electric lines cut. It was a service to the city. Oh, I see your point. Oh. Well, he was an utter fool. Sat in the audience for one show and tried to book me at the Neapolitan's main stage. I told him casinos weren't my scene, but the money he offered... Now, you've no idea how many young gentlemen I had to fend off during those days. I mean, the flirtations, the roses, the breaches of privacy. Endless. But Antonio? That fool got me a private dressing room, bigger paychecks, free concessions all over the establishment, and he would hardly look my way. It wasn't his money I wanted. It was his independence, the authority and discipline he exuded. But he had no idea how to romance a woman. I soon had to take matters into my own hands, and the rest, as they say, is history.
All right, 10 secs to take a breather.
Please, this was getting dangerously sentimental. Oh, my favorite topic! And yours too, I'm certain.
This.
I sang in lounges, mostly. Soon enough, exclusive ones. They started booking places for me rather than booking me for a place. I was on top of the world, biggest talent in the city. Then the war came. Priorities changed. The showmen took advantage of the lawlessness, took advantage of people's primal ugliness, and stole everything from me. If I sound bitter, it's... because I am. Maybe I could have survived the world dying with my optimism intact, but to watch my dreams die with it, that's the real injury. For those of us that survived. Well, not so different from professional life, really. Same show, different venue. You play a role, manage conflicts, and try to decipher what people want from you. I've never been good at that part. Then again, that's what makes them so worthwhile. I'd rather 1,000 complaints thrown my way than a crowd full of yes men or dullards with no original ideas. People need to express themselves.
10 seconds.
Tell me how angry you are. Tell me what you hate about me. I'll throw it right back, of course, but in the end, we'll both know a little bit more about each other, won't we? Oh, please. I'm in showbiz. The inflated confidence is tactical.
Nothing's ever simple.
Ever heard of a rock star who didn't act like they were God's gift to humankind? It's a persona. It makes people look up to them. Not to mention, things are far more entertaining this way. I know I can be too much for some people. Your loss. Stop by again, won't you, darling?
I wish just once we could keep it together.
Is that a new customer? Oh, it's just you. Well, close enough, I suppose.
You ordering something? What can I do for you?
To think.
All right,
Just a devil,
I'll bite.
just a toy.
What do you want to discuss?
After all, what times we live in.
You found out about that, huh? Well, you know her. Lucky she hasn't made enemies with everyone she's ever met. Still, I'm kinda glad she acted how she did. I wouldn't want her risking her life for some show. Probably the sanest thing she's done in her life.
Are there any songwriters around here?
Let's go over it
Be
once
doomed
again.
to search
We did
my own
everything we
feelings
could to
for
get Abby an
inspiration.
antidote, yet she's still out wandering the wastes with a terminal addiction. My dad is a gangster, murderer, a drug dealer, and entirely unrepentant for all the misery he's caused the world. And my mother is a delusional train wreck being hunted by the showman. Yeah, never been better. Sure, what's the topic?
What is that glowing concoction people
There's a lot to unpack there.
Nuka-shine?
Shoot.
I won't be caught dead serving that radioactive slop.
Normally I'd sock you for insulting my mom, but I can't really argue the point. Look, she was a star in a past life. She's always had the spotlight on her and is used to being the center of attention. And that doesn't always attract the right kind of attention, as you've noticed. But she can't break the habit of bringing these things upon herself. Thought Appalachia might calm her down, give her some breathing room, but I guess even if you take the starlet out of AC, you can't take the AC out of the starlet. I'm heartbroken. She's wandering around out there. Somewhere with a crippling addiction that she can never get over. I can't blame her for leaving, but not taking the antidote? I can't bear to think what she'll go through all alone. A mob boss? All my life. The architect of Devil's Blood? Yeah, that one's new to me. Look, you can forgive me for avoiding the topic before, but it's not one I'm fond of. Never liked my father's profession. I never agreed with his choices. I've only doubled down with the recent revelations. I thought his disease and our move to Appalachia, it might let us start over. Obviously, it didn't work out that way. Sure thing. What do you want to know? I guess I can indulge your curiosity. Yeah. As nice as being a Muni was, I realized I can have a purpose without being the kind of selfless hero I built myself up to be. I don't have to be in Atlantic City to make a difference to people. I make a difference to my family, whether they realize it or not. That may sound thankless, but it means something to me. That's just who I am, I guess. And keeping the accounts, and sweeping the floors, and cleaning blood off the tables. Sorry, I'm being a mess. But compared to all that, barkeeping is actually a nice distraction.
Amidst the hills of absolutely nowhere. Oh, the stars have fallen.
Oh, it's, very rustic. That's a nice word for it, right? Atlantic City is, well, I wouldn't call it a paradise. The place is built on vice, you know, always has been. But it's a lot more like what they used to call civilization. Appalachia, it's quiet at least. I'm sure we'll settle in, you know, given time. Me and Sloan? Oh, there's nothing there. Yet. Well, I didn't say that exactly, but look, don't tell her I said this, but yes? I don't know, it's complicated, okay?
Does no one want to drink in these godforsaken hills? To dance?
Fine by me. Goodbye, then. Yeah, I'm staying.
Are there any songwriters around here? I may be doomed
How
to
would things
search
be
my own
different with a normal
feelings for
family?
inspiration. Horrid!
Nothing's ever simple. How would things be different with a normal family? Do this, do that.
Oh, another broken nail. I'm not cut out for all this manual labor.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
Split ends and no hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating.
All right, 10 secs to take a breather.